Did you know that two of the original Winnie the Pooh books are actually books of poetry for children? I didn't know that, in fact, because when I was growing up, I only read the prose, the short stories essentially about Pooh Bear and his friends. I didn't read the poetry like this one. This was the third book in the series, now we are six. The very first book, when we were very young, the one that began the Winnie the Pooh phenomenon, was also a book of poetry, children's poetry that was a huge hit. And when you look at the poetry too, it's not always about Christopher Robin and Pooh Bear. Sometimes it is, for sure, but other times neither Christopher Robin nor Pooh Bear are anywhere in the book at all. It's just poetry. So it got me thinking, what other classic works for children are also done in poetry instead of prose? A very famous book from the Victorian era is this one right here. This is by Robert Louis Stevenson, A Child's Garden of Verses, came out in 1885. And yes, that Robert Louis Stevenson of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Treasure Island, he also wrote a book of poetry for children that was considered absolute stone cold classic. It was reprinted over and over again all through the late 19th century and well into the 20th century. And it seems funny to me now that a book of poetry for children could be so big, but not entirely, because if you're of my generation, you do think of one particular author who wrote classic poetry for children, and that is Shel Silverstein. A Light in the Attic came out in 1981, and of course you have Where the Sidewalk Ends as well. This is exactly what I think of when I think of children's poetry. What about you? What are some books of classic poetry for children that you love?